Today I want to talk a little bit about saints and our saint for today, Saint Joseph. So today's Mass, as I mentioned at the beginning of Mass, is a solemnity, which just means it's an important feast day. So throughout the church's liturgical year, what the church calls her calendar year, we have we highlight certain people, we highlight certain aspects of our faith, all of what we believe. Right? So today we celebrate the feast, the solemnity of Saint Joseph. All the different saints that we celebrate throughout the church's liturgical year, they highlight something very important. It's just this simple reminder that we need so often, that you and I, all of us, are called to be saints. Holy men, holy women, holy boys, holy girls, who are trying to live our lives growing closer to God, trying to do His will. I remember when I first got ordained a priest, I took it upon myself to learn more about all the different saints that we celebrate in Masses throughout the year. There's a ton of them. And one of the reasons I did that is because I didn't know everything about them, so I wanted to learn more about them for myself. And somewhere along the way of that first year that I was ordained as a priest, and I was reading about the saints and preaching about them, I remember having this thought, wow, something that all the saints have in common that I didn't necessarily think when I first started to study their lives, something that they all have in common is that they did not have easy lives. I know maybe when I was growing up, I often thought the opposite. Like, raise your hand if you thought, like most of the saints, they live these perfect lives. Anybody? Some of y'all? Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought, right? That's what I thought. I thought saints live perfect lives. That God gave them like special graces, special help to be the saints that they ended up being. Right? The truth is that it wasn't easy for any saint. Even if we look to Saint Joseph, who was given this incredible task, married to the mother of the Savior of the world, and caring for Jesus, raising Jesus. Every saint, including Saint Joseph, they had to overcome incredible difficulties, incredible challenges in their lives. We heard in that gospel today that Saint Joseph was told by Mary that she had a miraculous child in her womb, and he had to grapple with that. He had to trust that Mary was telling the truth. Ultimately, it took an angel coming to him in a dream to convince him of this. Like every saint has had to overcome challenges and difficulties. And what they teach us is that they teach us to remain open to God and to return to Him whenever we stray from Him. That's how they receive the graces that they become the saints who we celebrate, who can look to as models for how to say yes to Jesus for ourselves. But today, this is one of the greatest lessons that we can learn from Saint Joseph. Receiving the gift of Jesus into our lives every single day so that we can be the saints He desires us to be. One of my favorite definitions for a saint that I got from somebody else is a saint is a man or a woman, a boy or a girl, who never gives up on God, never gives up on themselves, never gives up on others. The way that we do that is staying close to Him, returning to Him when we stray from Him. No matter the challenges we may have faced in our lives to this point, no matter what challenges and difficulties we're facing here and now, God is giving us the grace to be the saints He has created us to be. Men and women, boys and girls who welcome Jesus into our lives. He wants us to be saints so that we can share His goodness, so that we can share His love with all the people in our lives. So my prayer for us today is that we would say yes to receiving the Lord in this moment, receiving all the graces that He desires to pour out upon us, so that we can walk these halls, walk this campus, as the saints He created us to be.